The response variable in this data is the ordinal variable quality, measured on a scale of 1 to 5, which is the quality of fingerprints recorded using 3 different lifting methods, A, B and C, at 3 different temperatures, 10, 20 and 30 degrees centigrade. We wish to investigate the use of 2 different graphical plots, box plots and an interaction plot, to display any data variation that we have within these results. So to start with, we go to Graph, Box Plot. We have the 1y response variable, which is quality, but we wish to display this within different groups. So we say 1y with groups. The graph variable will be quality, and separating the data into categorical groups, we want the broad categories first of all to be the different methods, but within each method we wish to see the effect of different temperatures. So we run the graph, and here we can see box plots for data recorded at each particular combination of lifting method and temperature. So we have the methods divided into method A, B and C, and within each method we have the data for the different temperatures. And looking at this data, we can get a general impression of any variation, and it does appear that there is a general increase of quality between methods A, B and C, but the variation due to temperature is not so clear. And we will go to an interaction plot to see if we can get a better visual presentation of the data. But to see the interaction plot, we will need to use the calculations within the Anavar analysis. Although the ordinal variable does not meet the normality requirements for the hypothesis test within the Anavar, we can still use the Anavar mechanism to produce the plot. So we'll go to Anavar, General Linear Model. The response again is quality, and under the model we will have the method and the temperature, and we wish to see an interaction plot, so we will include the interaction within the model, which is method times temperature, and then under factor plots we can display the main effects of both method and temperature, and we can look for an interaction between method and temperature, and we might choose to display the full interaction matrix. Okay. If we look at the main effects plot first, on the graph on the left, this is divided into the data from the 3 different methods A, B and C, and so for example the data point at the bottom left is the average of all the quality values for method A. So this averages out all the temperature effects within method A, so giving an overall plot for the different lifting methods A, B and C. The plot on the right groups the data into the different temperatures, so the data from all the different methods A, B and C are averaged to give data points for particular temperatures 10, 20 and 30. So for the method plot on the left, there does appear to be a general increase going from A to B to C, but it is not clear if there's a specific variation due to temperature. But we can look at the interaction plot. By requesting the interaction matrix, we see both plots, one against temperature and one against method. Looking at the top left-hand plot, again this is plotting quality, and again for the 3 different temperatures, 10, 20 and 30, but it separates the data for each of the 3 different methods. The lines are used just to link the particular data points. So the data from method A is given for blue, method B in red, method C in green. So for an interaction plot, it can show how different levels of one factor are affected by the different levels of another factor. And the plot on the bottom left shows the interaction again, but now plotted against the different methods A, B and C, and each line now represents different temperatures.